Today I show you how to set up a game of Terminus. From power and pack-a-punch to the wonder weapon and some fun side quests. Whether you're camo grinding or going for high rounds, or just having fun, this is how I set up on Terminus. First things first, I think there's really nothing else to do other than come into this room over here. We can take a look at these zombies killing these Janus operators. And of course, the first thing that we always do is activate these generators. Now, depending on the weapon you have, you might want to consider picking up some of these weapons from the Janus, or the, Project Janus operators here, especially if you have like a pistol or a sniper rifle or something that's a little bit less reliable. But after a while, you've got this one generator turned on, we have the option of going right or going left. Personally, a route that I've been going recently has been going left and hitting the gobblegum machine, seeing if it's anything I want. Okay, anywhere but here, and then I will come into here. Sometimes you get some more Janus operators, always get your free 100 points, and I like to go this way. Oh, we've got another in-game event. These are so fun. These are so cool. I absolutely love what they do for the immersion of everything. And by that time, I've just switched to round 2 because we need 1,000 points to get into here. And of course, get your free 100 points, like I just said, and then I wait for a couple zombies, and then we can turn on this guy. And of course, don't forget to come on up here. We have this billiard table. You can go ahead and shoot it and get a free 100 points just like that. Help you out a little bit, especially with the new point system here and just how expensive everything is here. Any amount of points are going to be good for you. And I accidentally turned the round. Usually I like to do this at round 2, and I wanted to show you there is a difference between regular round zombies and other special zombies. You can see any zombie that is spawned in for some sort of Easter egg event is going to have purple eyes. Whether it's a generator here, you can see they've got purple eyes, or one of the SAM trials, they're going to have purple eyes. But this is important because, as you can see, the regular zombies that have yellow eyes are actually not going to these amp units right here. And so that's very beneficial. So especially if you're doing this one, you can see it got a little intense there towards the end, but especially with the third one, prioritizing different targets might be beneficial for you to do. And something new that I've been trying is this little Easter egg up here. I've been trying to cook a frag grenade pretty close to it, kind of throw it over there, it explodes. Hey, and is that gonna bring the basketball down? No, I missed it somehow. Okay, sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. If you have the explosive pistols, that's pretty consistent, or the shotgun, the KSG shotgun, I've seen that consistent, but it could get you an extra 1,000 points or so, so it's not too big of a deal. But as you can see, we're actually going to the right side over here. I kind of snaked, did a little S here, and what I like to do now, we've got a couple doors in the way, so I like to turn around or so, and especially because we have this arsenal station, which is now being powered by the amp unit that we just turned on right here. So I do like to use this. Not everybody might do this, but I like to upgrade this to rare rarity here right away. Obviously, if you have a weapon on the wall, you could get that with your zombie builds. Obviously, there's some other side quests that will get more salvage if you want to hold off, maybe get pack-a-punch first. The good thing about round-based zombies is that it is actually a lot more open world than you might think. You have a lot of agency and your choices really are pretty free and open here. You can pursue things in whichever way you want to. So here we are at the end of round 4. If you have your minimap turned on, which I currently don't, but if you have your minimap turned on and you're newer to zombies, I would highly recommend keeping an eye on that minimap so you know about when your final zombie is spawned in and you're not getting any more spawns. But also there is this shovel here that is 100% always going to be in that spawn point every single game. And I very much like doing that because once we go into this room here, we're going to be able to keep an eye on the ground for any sort of dig sites. Always get your free 100 points like I've been saying. And right here we have a dig site, which is going to get us usually some sort of vermin and some sort of salvage, which is awesome. Another dig site, there's that, another stim shot, which is going to be important because once we head on into here, we're going to do this final amp module here. Again, just on round 4, nothing too crazy. If you're not here by round 4, I say this all the time in my guides, don't you worry too much about optimizing or min-maxing. Oh, you need to be here by round 4, you need to be here by this time and do this step by this round. The fun, at least a piece of the fun of round-based zombies, is learning how to be more productive at your own pace. And as you can see right now, we do have more zombies spawning in, but because they're not purple-eyed zombies, I'm not really too worried about it, because those purple-eyed zombies are going to be the only zombies going after that amp module. And then once it's done, we're back to our normal round zombie here. We could kill that and progress to the next round. Very good. And then of course, to finalize Pack-a-Punch here, you just dive on down and use the lift to kind of bring this out of the Pack-a-Punch. And because we're here on round 5, we actually don't have enough points for Pack-a-Punch, but what we do have enough points for is an ammo mod here, and we are gonna actually pick up Deadwire here, because that's probably what you're gonna wanna do when you do the Easter egg, or if you want to get the wonder weapon of the map. But before we proceed, I think I'm gonna go one more round here, just kind of being in this area, trying to get some points in order to Pack-a-Punch, because it would be nice to Pack-a-Punch before we do the next steps here. And from here, you really could make the argument that if you didn't want to do the Pack-a-Punch or the Wonder Weapon quest, you could probably visit the islands right now. You could probably take a boat like what we're about to do after we start this Pack-a-Punch quest or the Wonder Weapon quest. But personally, I like waiting till I get a Pack-a-Punch, especially because I'm running out of ammo already. I guess if you wanted to, you could dive in here and you could go to some of these loot chests. Oh my goodness. The streamer luck continues on. Modern Warfare zombies, Black Ops 6 zombies, Donuts has streamer luck. Oh my word. And this is actually a really good example of, hey, I've only got 9 rounds left here. I really do not want to buy more ammo. So it is quite lucky here that once we're out of ammo, we did pick up that secondary weapon from that Terminus operator at the beginning of the game. And there's our max ammo. We're just 2 kills away from Pack-a-Punch, which should be good. There's one, we've got another, and here is our Pack-a-Punch, all well and good. And then I will go ahead, I don't have enough essence to start this. We'll kill a couple more zombies here. All right, because now we could start the Wonder Weapon quest. I like going up here. Of course, we get a double points right now. We're not going to be able to be super efficient with it, dang it. But if you haven't seen a million other videos, you know the first step is getting Deadwire and then going in this window, shooting that box, and then shooting that box, hopping up over here. And then I like to go into the room. We have this box right there, and then this box is going to open up the door right here, which is beautiful. And then we've got the zombie in here that we need to unfortunately take care of and pick up this fob. And you want to be careful because this room has crazy fast spawns. It's actually not too bad for the early rounds for trying to be a little bit fast if you want to progress the rounds. Now this is pretty big. If you want to keep this door shut, which is pretty important for a lot of high round strategies, now would be the time to keep it shut and then just go the long way around. So if you do decide to go the long way around, obviously the door connects right there, but with this fob, we're gonna go over here and get the resonator for the Wonder Weapon, and of course that spawns in a whole ton of these enemies here. That's gonna be really nice for a little bit of extra points. And hey, we got 1,500 headshots, which is awesome. But from here, now that we've got that fob, or that whatever that is, I like to come down here and activate all of the laptops. And in terms of big picture stuff right now, ooh, perfect. This is going to be a great example here. We're going to activate this and it's a kill location. All right, so we'll take a little bit of a break from turning on all of those things. Don't worry, we need to be on round 9 for it anyway, because doing these SAM trials, especially if you're not doing the main quest, if you're just Pack-a-Punch or camo grinding, or if you just want to play the map normally, these SAM trials will get you bonus salvage, bonus points. It will help you get ahead of the setup process. I guess I'll take the time now to say this too. Here is the weapon build that I'm using for this game. It's the Tonto SMG. I think one of the best SMGs in the game. Really fun to use. Nothing crazy though. It's the standard attachments, and what do you know? We have a Shadow Rift. I will 1000% take that. And as you could see, that got us some bonus points and some bonus salvage here. So we could even, if we didn't get that rare tool, we could then upgrade our weapon with the salvage that we just got, which is awesome. And of course, if you wanted to keep turning the rounds every round and just kind of do this mid round, you can. That's the second laptop location. You could absolutely do all of this as you're progressing through the rounds. I know, especially when I first started, I was really nervous about doing things mid-round, but it could be really fun and one of the most satisfying and intense experiences to do these things mid-round. And it's really satisfying. It's really satisfying. But now that we've activated all 3 of those locations, I'm going to activate this and go through here, and we're going to do some quick math. We've got X is this guy, X is 11, 2 times 11 is 22, plus 11 is 33, Y is 0, which is awesome, Z is gonna be, I think, 21, so 2 times 21 is 42, plus 0 is still 42, 42 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 37, Y is 0, plus Z, which is 21, is 21, minus 11 is 10, and the absolute value of 10 is just 10. And so now once we turn this round, we are going to be able to go to the islands and do that wonder weapon quest step of just killing all the things with the orbs, but I kind of want a little bit of protection here. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna get myself some jug, and this is, you'll notice, especially if you watch a bunch of my Liberty Falls gameplay, I just hold off on perks, I hold off on a whole bunch of stuff way later, but here on Terminus, you gotta take this map a little bit more seriously. So I like getting jug, and especially I love the fact that we have Deadshot as a perk on the or on the map here. It's so nice. I love how different these maps are. It's so fun. But this will help me out quite a bit because I do have a little bit of a trick for this wonder weapon quest here. But the first thing we're gonna do is an Easter egg that I don't think I do very well, and that's gonna be this thing right here. So there's this blue orb that if you shoot, oh boy, I don't know if I can even see it, but if you shoot this little thing here, I don't know if my bullet velocity is even gonna let me shoot it or if it's even online yet. Oh, it's because I'm a donut. Oh my goodness. I picked up Shadow Rift. You can't use Shadow Rift, donut. Oh man, that trial ruined me. That's what I get for getting a free rare tool though. So you gotta use Deadwire. You gotta be using Deadwire for this. There we go. That's gonna light up that tower. Of course you get it first shot there, donuts. And I saw Glitch's guide actually. He said to come on down over here. So shout out Glitch if this works. We have this little thing right there. Hey, that was so much easier. Cool. And he also said you need to turn the round before you activate the cannon. So that's exactly what we're gonna do here and see if that works, because we also have the resonator calibrated here to the island, so we can go do that step. We've got a gobblegum here, and then we can head on over to our cannon, because on top of the guaranteed way of getting the wonder weapon, what you can do is you can go do the electric thing that we just did over there, and if you use this cannon, oh yeah, look at that, you can shoot down a meteor here, and it's really cool. I've heard you have to get a certain amount of kills with the trap, and I think that's a definitive proof that you actually do not need to get any kills with the trap, because that was the first time we used the trap. That was really cool. So now everybody always says, donuts, that's a guaranteed wonder weapon. That's how you get a beam smasher. That's how you get all this stuff. I don't think I've ever gotten a beam smasher from it, but it is always nice to do for extra ammo mods and kill streaks and salvage and all that stuff. I'm gonna get down to the last zombie here, even though I know that's probably not the best strategy to do. Make sure we're picking up all of our salvage from here. I would suggest going one more round and getting armor, perhaps, if you're a little bit not comfortable with this. And instead of buying this boat, I believe there is a consistent boat spawn underneath here every game. So then not only do we have that beautiful side quest of shooting down that meteor here that will hopefully get us some stuff, we also have the guaranteed wonder weapon from the blue orb right here. So as you can see, I don't think I got any sort of wonder weapon. I wonder if it is dependent on what round you are, if you get better loot or not. So I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Shadow Rift here, and I see this little gold watch, so we might pick up this gold watch. I don't think I'm gonna do that side quest today because I feel like that's a little bit more involved of a side quest. And we'll grab this treasure chest right here because the last time it was really good. All right, we got some decoys and a gun. That's not too bad, but we're gonna go ahead and start this wonder weapon quest here. I'll pick up this kill streak too because it might be a good get out of jail free card. And so something that has helped me, especially in the later islands here, instead of just killing this guy, if you kill this guy close to this orb right here, it will actually count as taking that orb and actually putting it in here. So as you can see, we didn't need to pick up anything. That orb or whatever essence that we collect from him was automatically deposited right there if you kill the zombie close enough to it. So little fun tip. It actually comes way in handy in the later islands. And once again, you can see that these purple-eyed zombies are only spawned in because of the side quest that we're doing. And it's gonna choose another somewhere. Where are you gonna choose another? All right, and it has chosen another here. So let's try to get this close to it can to the thing. Very good, and yeah, it counted. Make sure to pick that back up and head back onto the next island. And perhaps one of the most important things you could do here on Terminus, as you're going to this next island, just appreciate the beauty. Look at how wonderful this scenery is. All the foliage here. This is one of, if not the most beautiful zombies map we've had. I know I say Shangri-La all the time, and there's been some beautiful stuff like 9, Ancient Evil, but in terms of just sheer graphical fidelity, this is awesome. I love these islands here. It's just, the atmosphere is so good. I love this so much. All right, so we've got this green guy right here. Maybe we throw down one of these guys to kind of see where that green guy's at. Where is he at? I think we might have gotten him. Oh, actually, no, yeah, maybe we got him. Maybe we got him here. Now, this second one is going to spawn in a bunch of parasites. So just keep an eye on those parasites. I know sometimes it feels like you're getting hit a whole bunch, but really it's just the parasites being really annoying. But they are taking down your armor, so just be very careful. Okay, so we've made another choice here. We're gonna wait for, you can see this, actually I should say this out loud. Training them in this little area ain't half bad, especially if you're on an early-ish round here. We could see if he's close enough to the thing. Oh, he's not. Okay, that's fine. Oh, he dropped plasma somewhere. There you go. That's the second one, or the first one maybe. Gotta try taking out these parasites before they shoot me. We have an ammo cache right here, and there's our last guy. He's gonna be right there. Just try to get him close, especially if he's just close enough. You should be able to just walk over and make it as quick as possible. And then we have our resonator. And now what we can do, and I really should have kept like a frag grenade or something on hand here, because before we go, this is what I do. You don't need to do it this way. You don't need to be this super structured about it. But what I really like to do, I'm going to need to get to the end of this round here. And of course, there are certain dig sites that you can do on here too. Forgot to mention that. That's actually pretty good for salvage. And okay, there's some armor. All right. If you don't have a grenade, you can actually get a grenade from here to 50. That should be good. And then you come just right on over here, I believe. Yes, right here. There is a little crab cage here. If you haven't already seen this, you could throw a grenade up there and completely miss it. I'm gonna see if Molotovs work. I'm not sure if Molotovs work. I'm pretty sure they don't, but you know, we could always test it out. Oh, they might work. They work. So what that does is that starts this little crab side quest right here. And what's really good about this side quest is that there are 4 different locations of this crab game, and all you need to do is just play Whack-A-Crab, and you should get some pretty darn powerful rewards. If you were to do any side quest, I would highly recommend doing this side quest, because this oh my goodness, this first one right by the cage here always gives you a perk if you do well enough. Then coming on over to the right near the crafting table here, we've got this one. I wonder if this counts as kills with my baseball bat here. If you could get gold on your baseball bat just by playing Whack-A-Crab. Oh my goodness, that'd be crazy. But this one is, once it's done, gonna get us a whole ton of salvage. I think it's like 2,000 salvage or something. It's actually really good, or 200 or something. And then there's one right near this armor here. I think this one is the best one next to the salvage one that we just did. Well, actually, they're all pretty good. A free perk, extra salvage, and then this is gonna get us a whole ton of points. Like, I think 2,000 points or something. Really good. And then the final Whack-A-Crab location is over here, and this is gonna get you a decently rarity weapon. I think this goes up as the rounds progress here. So now that did take a decent amount of time for me to do, play all 4 of those games, 30 seconds each, so a couple minutes here. So if you're really fine with points, you don't need to do the points one. If you're fine with salvage, you don't need to do the salvage one. But if you're trying to get a little bit more out of your rounds, if you're trying to get set up a little bit faster, that is definitely one of the most bang for your buck, you know, biggest reward for littlest effort type of thing that you can do. But then going back to our wonder weapon quest, especially if you didn't get it from the meteor, we can come back, ooh, a little dig site here, and then we can start this guy. This one's gonna be a little bit more intense here. We've got still some parasites. Ooh, we've got a shotgun there, and I can feel like it already, okay, there's our zombie here, but what's really nice, you just gotta avoid the fire, get that zombie to die, I think. Yeah, there he is right there. You could kind of dive out in the water and then just try to make a big, ooh, good, we've got that guy there. We're gonna pick up this guy, go in here. Where's that zombie? Put him in right there, maybe. Hey, look at that. See? Put that one in and then killed the zombie at the end so that it was close enough to the orb. It's a nice little shortcut there. Really cool. Oh, and we see another chest. I believe if you open 10 of these chests, you're gonna get a free perk or something. Oh, a double points. All right, I'll stay here. We'll try to get as many points as we can with this guy. But that's, I think, the hardest and the most involved part of this entire setup is just getting the wonder weapon. And if you ask me, that's kind of like one of the most enjoyable wonder weapon quests we've had in quite some time. Let's get all of these guys dead for the double points. All right, very good. Oh my goodness, and even though we were terrible with our salvage, we just got enough to make this epic rarity. Let's go. So now we can take our boat back to the secret science room over here, and we can go ahead and craft the beam smasher. Make sure you switch out your secondary weapon, not your primary weapon, and what do you know, we've got the beam smasher. Now, you might be asking, Donuts, why do you get the beam smasher if you're just gonna do some sort of casual game? Well, first of all, it's really fun, isn't it? I think it's really fun. Second of all, especially if I'm camo grinding headshots or special eliminations or bosses or something, the beam smasher alt fire actually stuns enemies and makes them pretty weak to all damage, so it's very worth getting. But of course, if you didn't want to get the beam smasher and you wanted to just kind of camo grind and do whatever, you don't need to do that. You can just keep grinding out points, you can just keep training and getting things open everywhere you want it to be. It's really up to you. That's the beauty of this mode. But now I'm gonna show you, at least remind you of this little side quest. Oh my goodness, round 12. That is interesting. Oh man, I'm so excited. That Gobblegum video should be coming out really soon. I've got like nearly 20 hours of footage, of Gobblegum footage that I've reviewed and went over. But if you kill all of the zombies here one round, the next round it'll spawn vermin, and the round after that it'll spawn a mangler, and then once you kill a mangler, you get a free perk, which is always really nice. And there are a couple different free perk Easter eggs here, but I'm not gonna do them just because they are very much more involved, and personally, I wouldn't do them myself if I was just trying to do something casual like camo grind or just play the map for fun. I mean, I would do them if I were playing the map for fun, but not like religiously, like every single time I set up on this map, I'm gonna do this or that. But hopefully here, unless I missed a zombie somewhere, we should start seeing some vermin pop in. Very good. And you can always tell that there's something in the cage because they always try to spit at you. Okay, we've got our first mangler here. Shouldn't be that big of an issue. You can see we did get double pack-a-punch as we returned back from the island adventure. If you're not as comfortable with that, feel free, please get double armor before you get double pack-a-punch. I'm just a freak and I just really like my guns dealing a lot of damage. But now, especially that I have this, I am definitely 100% gonna go for some extra armor as well as my perks now. I'm gonna get stamina, PhD, and speed cola for sure. Those are gonna be my next priorities here. I think I've got one more vermin somewhere. I don't know. I think I might have actually gotten them all. I don't hear anybody spitting at me from up here, so I think that must mean we've gotten them all. All right, let's go ahead, flip the round and see if we did. We should see a mangler pop up soon. Aha, there you are. Very good. Let's go ahead. If I could even shoot him. Very nice. Beautiful. And that is gonna get us a free perk. Let's go. And quick revive. All right, I'll take it. Now, if you do want another special little secret, you can actually jump up here and either jump over here if you're in a pinch up there, of course. That's always really beneficial to know. But something else that is fun about this little area, because I find myself in this area quite a bit, jumping up here and then jumping up through this window, it's actually really fun. And then in this room, there's actually a hidden double points power up right here. And especially if you're on like a round like this, oh, you can actually jump out of here too if that's more your style too. Or you can use it to jump over. Oh my goodness. Okay, all right, that's a lot of zombies here. We're definitely wasting that double points. that spawn rate in there is crazy. But that's a good double points if you're just running through the room. It's really nice, especially if you're on like a later round, like round, 18 to 20, 25, and you want like triple pack-a-punch, or you want to just get a little bit ahead, or if you're doing the boss fight, it's good to know that secret little double points little tip and trick there, because like I said, every point matters here. All right, round 15 done. Like I said, I'm gonna start pursuing my perks now and start opening up the other side of the map, because we totally didn't go on this side. There's another shovel. That's a permanent spawn for the shovel in this side, in this area of the map. I do want PhD, but I'm not gonna get PhD quite yet. I'd rather get stamina up and speed cola first. So we'll open up this door here, just like so. Run on in over here. I always, like I said, I always love getting these dig sites, because even that one salvage is going to be good. Get our speed cola. And if you're having trouble, like if you're watching this and you're like, okay, I'm going to do stuff mid-round 15 and I should be okay. If you're having trouble doing things mid-round, try to find a home base for you to survive at during the round. So that way, when it's the end of the round, you can kind of take the time you need and actually go and do whatever it is you need to do. I am going to buy tier 2 armor finally, and that's the end of round 15. 16 we have an amalgamation, so I'm gonna buy some more ammo here, and I'm hoping to show you a fun little trick, or a couple little tricks here, to to deal with the amalgamation. So first of all, if you have the proper augments, we're using Shadow Rift with the ability for it to activate on elite enemies. Thankfully, the amalgamation counts as an elite enemy, so not only is it weak to this shadow damage that we're dealing to it, so it might actually die before this trick actually happens, but if you manage to teleport it away here, I'm going to try to not hit it in its weak points here. Let's see. Nope. I think we just killed it. Okay, well, Shadow Rift actually works on it, and it will actually teleport it away, and it will insta-kill it. It's really nice on any round too, and that works for Abominations too on Liberty Falls. It's really, really cool. Of course, now it activates. Oh boy. Now, I do get a decent amount of comments asking me, Donuts, what's the best place to go on Liberty Falls or Terminus? What's your favorite training spot? Which is a really excellent question. Again, we're opening up these doors. I'm just gonna go get stamina up, which is on the other side of the map over here. We'll get some stamina up, and we're gonna get PhD next, and then that should be good for perks, at least for now. But if it wasn't obvious before, Terminus is a lot more close quartered than Liberty Falls, and it's got parasites in here. Oh my goodness. As you can see, this game holds you accountable. Oh my goodness. Just after we bought that. Ridiculous. So that area, even though it looks like it might be a good spot to train, it's not. That little corridor there, I've tried to make that work for so long. What I really like doing is I really like coming up here, and instead of going down in there, I like kind of doing a banana loop over here. I like coming around here, doing all this, letting them come from up here, because not only is down there a little bit more close quartered, but you can actually get them a little bit more lined up here. And then when you come around this corner, you can kind of get them to turn that corner and kind of tighten up the horde a little bit. So that way you're a little bit more efficient with your ammo. And just like that, look at that, we're good. Beautiful. And of course, I'm an addict. We're going to go ahead and do this SAM trial here. Oh, equipment SAM trial. My, oh my. That's a tough one. This is a tough SAM trial to do here, especially when it's a bug round. Oh no, we're not doing this. But luckily they do spawn in zombies even during bug rounds here, so I'm gonna train these guys around here. I gotta be really careful because now I don't gotta self-revive, and Molotovs are not exactly doing the work like they did back in Cold War, I've noticed. But luckily during the equipment kills, it will actually give you more equipment near the actual trial itself, so you can always come on back over here. There's actually a tomahawk. We'll actually use that. That might not be too bad. Frag grenade, very good. Oh my goodness, need PhD. 10 seconds left. I don't think we can get it. I think there's too many zombies. Bummer. At least it's something. Epic reward. What do we got? See, we got a hellstorm and some salvage and whatnot. That's not too bad. Also, we've got enough points. We can get stamina back here, and I'm actually gonna go over this way because there's an amalgam right there. Okay, I was gonna go this way and do stuff, but we're gonna go back over here to safety. Like I said, I'm not pushing my luck. I don't have a self-revive, so we're gonna play it safe. However, this might be worth making a video here, because what I've noticed, and I've said this in like maybe one other video here, we have a shock charge, and if we throw a shock charge at that, it is weak to shock charges, and it actually stuns the amalgam for quite some time, which I find to be incredibly interesting. Look, that took out a decent amount of its health. It's not going to kill him or anything, but it stunned and did electric damage. And if you combine that with the fact that, oh, there you go, and there's the elite elimination because of Shadow Rift there. I'm telling you, running those two things, shock charges and Shadow Rift, it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge for you. But if you don't like that training spot, the training spot that I call home is going to be right here in front of the cannon. Not only do you have the cannon available to you, but it's just, there's so much room over here for activities. There's so many different routes you can run. If you get cornered, you got so many different places you can go. You do have to be careful around here. You get zombies coming up here, some zombies coming up here, so it's a little easy to get cornered right there. And especially sometimes I'll come back here and I feel like that's pretty irresponsible. Just make sure that you have a weapon strong enough to deal with any zombies that might block you off in this direction. But overall, this is like my home base in terms of actual training and progressing through the rounds. But now we're gonna hop on down here. We're gonna go get PhD, and then we'll hop on over to the caves, and I'll get myself some speed cola. And then with Pack-a-Punch, I would have done this earlier if I didn't go down. Trying to Pack-a-Punch this at a decent amount of time is pretty good, but really I do tend to just focus on my normal weapon for most of the time. But you can slow these guys down with the alt fire, like I said, and it just allows you to do so much more damage to them. Even manglers here you can slow down, and you can use this actually, and look at that. Look at how quickly that Mangler went down just because of this little alt fire here. And it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much to take out the whole horde, or at least stun the whole horde. I gotta say, I think the Beam Smasher might be the next most underrated wonder weapon that we've had. Now, I know a lot of people are actually really liking training in this area because it's a big old circle, which is my first thought too. That was as soon as I saw this room, I was like, oh, I'm gonna train around here. It's gonna be really fun. But it can be pretty difficult, especially when the Pack-a-Punch leaves you. Having these be dead ends really turns them into, well, dead ends. Now that being said, I do have the really fun PhD augment of tack sprinting into zombies, like bumps, like knocks them down. We have insta kill now, so it's like insta killing them. So like if you're running ahead and the zombie's in your way, obviously you can knock them out of your way just like that. But once you get towards the higher rounds, that kind of stops working. I mean, it still works, but they will actually be able to hit you before you can knock them down. So it's a risk versus reward thing. I don't care what you do. I'm just giving you your options here. Oh my goodness, that was a lot of zombies on my left here. That's another thing. This room, if you have tunnel vision, if one of your biggest things in zombies is tunnel vision, this room is not for you because you need to constantly be looking where you're going. And as you can see, if we're doing the whole train around the whole room, you really want to do another lap to pick up all of your salvage, because if I just continue on this way, there's really no way I could pick up the salvage that's left on over here. So either you gotta kind of take the risk here and kind of cut back and risk. Oh, that was a nuke. I thought it was a insta-kill. Either take the risk and go all the way back around and see all the salvage that you missed. No Pack-a-Punch, no Pack-a-Punch. Or you could just kind of go around again and see from there. But we do have enough now for our legendary gun right here. And I'm actually gonna take this boat out to an island because some of my favorite training spots in this map are actually out on islands. Now, I wish the islands had more amenities for you. It feels like each island has one thing, like one island has the arsenal station, one island has the Wonder Fizz machine, one island has the crafting table, and that's okay, but I kind of wish there was just more than one on each island. If I had to pick my favorite or the best, I would have to pick the boat right here. Oh, there goes a Mangler and he's dead. Awesome, there we go. Oh, Dr. Ram. Specifically this area back over here is pretty nice. It's not quite a circle. I wouldn't really recommend a huge circle, but again, kind of a banana loop. I feel like Black Ops 6 Zombies doesn't really have circles you can run anymore. Maybe in Liberty Lanes and Liberty Falls, but with just how many zombies are out on the map, you're gonna need to really strategize about how you control your horde of zombies. But right here, we've got this, we'll do that, and then we could just go to town on all these guys, and this is actually really fun for camo grinding. Oh, I love it. And of course, you've got some fast exits here from the boat right there. You could just run that way. You can get on top of here, and then you can jump off the boat right like that. Coming back over here is pretty darn risky. I don't even know why I'm doing it myself, because I've died a couple times back here. You just want to be careful because the horde gets so big that it actually cuts you off and doesn't leave you. Where did you go? Okay. It actually cuts you off, and there's the purple tiger. Very nice. It'll cut you off and corner you, and yeah. Man, I didn't know we were gonna get purple tiger this game. That's really fun. In fact, I'm gonna pause and shout out my, I have a camo tracker, a link in the description if you haven't seen it already. It has all the different camos for all the different weapons, multiplayer and zombies. So if you wanna keep track of all of your headshots, all of your stuff, be sure to download that camo tracker. I need 5 rapid kills 15 times, and I need 300 Pack-a-Punch kills. That is like the easiest gold gun I've ever got in my life. Oh, I hear another amalgam. That is quite all right with me. I think we're about 1 round away from, oh, and by the way, you can come over here. Like I said, this little area is really, really nice, and then you could slide on back over here, slide on over here, and then I am going to use one of these decoys to kind of separate the horde from the amalgam, going on over there, so that way I can use my Shadow Rift on him and hopefully get him either down a little bit or we can teleport him. Come on, dude, he's already half health. This gun's crazy. I think we're gonna kill him before we can even Shadow Rift him. Man, that's nuts. And there we go. He's dead. And then we'll go ahead and stun these guys just like so. Get all of these headshots in. Oh, it's wonderful. And this is my favorite part about zombies. Just sitting here, like the rounds 20 to 35, I think are like my favorite things about Black Ops 6. It is just so relaxing. We've got these huge hordes. I've got enough salvage. I'm gonna go right across the pond here, and I'm gonna use this crafting table to get myself another self-revive. And we do not have enough for shock charges. Oh, 50 short, 50 short. Aha, there we go, there we go. I'm gonna pick up a shock charge now, and I'm gonna head back to the Pack-a-Punch now because we've got 30,000 points. We can triple Pack-a-Punch. And again, just like the beginning of the game, I hope Pack-a-Punch is here. It is not here. Wonderful. Just like the beginning of the game, having a secondary weapon is going to help in these situations because even though I've got low ammo now, I've got a beam smasher that's really going to come in handy during these bug rounds. Oh my goodness, look at all those parasites. That's crazy. Oh, wow. We could just be that much more efficient with our points. We don't need to spend extra points in order to get ammo back. And finally, the most beautiful Pack-a-Punch camo maybe ever. Triple Pack-a-Punch on the Tonto. Legendary rarity. I might change my ammo mod here. I just wanted to show you what Shadow Rift was capable of. And there is our max ammo. I'm gonna switch on over to Cryo Freeze. We've got another Gobblegum, and we are only 4,000 points away from our max armor. And had I not been a donut and gone down, we easily would have gotten more perks. But honestly, what perks are we missing? Elemental Pop as well as Melee Macchiato. I guess that is important. Elemental Pop actually makes, I have the augment that makes Shadow Rift activate more frequently. So if you're gonna use that Shadow Rift trick, that could absolutely be or play a part in taking care of those amalgams a little bit faster. Oh, there's our 5 rapid kills 15 times. Awesome. Now we just need 300 Pack-a-Punch kills. Now, as we're getting into these mid rounds here, I want you guys to try to focus on the manglers here as we kill them. I want you to remember where you killed your manglers, especially reaching the higher 20s, because you're going to find yourself getting lower and lower on ammo, especially if you're not as set up as early as I am. But what you need to do is you need to stop seeing those manglers as annoyances, and you need to start seeing them as opportunities for not only kill streaks, but ammo. They're rewarding you by giving you ammo for killing those manglers. So take that opportunity and use it to your advantage. If you're low on ammo, kill those manglers, get some more ammo. And now that I have finally enough points here for triple armor, you better believe we are sneaking over here, getting triple armor, and we are looking really, really good. Ooh, and of course you want to take advantage of these loot keys. Oh my goodness, donuts. Oh boy. Like I said, this is a dangerous spot. Very, very dangerous spot here. The loot keys are also important. I'll just show you where the armory is as if you don't know already. This elevator actually takes you back up to spawn, which is really cool. But if you just come on over here from spawn to the left side, we've got the armory right here. And coming in here is actually a really fun thing to do. If you have some good keys and stuff, look at that. There's a Casimir, there's Speed Cola, there's a perk and a Casimir. How wonderful. I'm going to keep my shock charge or whatever because dang it, it's fun. But Black Ops 6 is not like classic zombies where you're going to be able to just shoot zombies in the foot for 17 rounds and have a billion points. You're going to need to utilize the SAM trials. You're going to need to utilize the loot keys that they have in place. They design those things for you to actually do that. Let's take out this Mangler right away, just like so. Oh, look at that, dude. That's crazy damage. And especially with how many zombies there are right here, going for critical kills is important, and learning how to train and just make those split-second decisions is very, very important. They give you some opportunity. You got a lot of armor and a lot of health to make those decisions. You just got to learn not to panic, take your time, and keep learning from your mistakes. Aha! I hear another amalgamation. Let's go, let's go. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna train them on over here. I know we've got quite a big horde now. I'm gonna try to make the horde nice and compact first. Hello, Mr. Mangler. And then once I feel like the horde is pretty decent, actually I might move on over here, try to kill these manglers first. All right. Mr. Amalgam, I'm gonna stick you with that and then shoot you and see how much damage we could do. Actually, we could actually stun you as well and then boop, do even more damage. Oh, it's wonderful. The amalgamations or the amalgams for the first like 30 to 40 rounds are really, really fun to deal with. We do that. We could use the beam smasher here. Look at him go. Look at him go. Nice. Go all the way around here. Turn around. We could do that. We could take care of that mangler nice and quick. We need to pack a punch that a little bit more. I'm sorry. Ooh, there we go, stun him, switch weapons. I need speed cola to switch weapons faster. I need to research speed cola. I've done nothing of speed cola or stamina up this entire time. But again, we handled those manglers, handled those amalgamations, and now we can just have fun with the horde. And look at all this salvage. We've got points, and there is our final pack or special challenge. We just need a whole bunch of kills really quickly in order to get gold here. And actually, you can hop up here. I don't know how many, like, I kind of do that. I always kind of drop down there, but you can actually hop up on there, and that could potentially help you out in certain bad situations like I was just in here. And I guess a good little tip here is if you went down and you're looking for the Wonder Fizz machine, you're gonna be able to find it on the top of the boat right here. Let's hope I can just real quick grab some stuff here. Very good. And don't be afraid if you're getting overwhelmed with zombies. Remember, you can always just man overboard it right here and you'll be fine. But this is also kind of a fun place to be. In fact, it might not be a bad, like, big training area if you just keep zombies behind you at all times. You just keep moving forward through here. I wouldn't recommend what I'm doing right now. I have not even done this before, but like it's kind of working out right now. This is pretty darn fun. Hey, Mangler, get on out of here. I think that's going to be an issue. Nope, never mind. Ooh, we got a double points. Okay, well, this is actually pretty good. Let's go ahead and stun these guys real quick. There's actually a free, you know, there's a double points power up. There's actually a, right up there, there's a free bonus points power up. I don't know if I can actually see it from here, but it should be over here somewhere. Can I get it in the 8 seconds this is here? Oh, there it is. It's right there. It's right there. I don't think I got it in the double points, but there you go. Now, if you find yourself, like I am right now, short on ammo on the boat, that is quite all right because, well, first of all, these manglers are going to drop some ammo. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. So we can kind of train around these guys. There's one, there's two. Very good. You can see it. Boom. We're back in action here. But let's get to the end of the round here. And back here with the Wonder Fizz is the ammo crate. So if you do decide to train over here, that's where you're going to want to restock your ammo. Now, I don't have enough salvage for it yet, but I would recommend for your exfil getting some sort of either chopper gunner or some mutant injection would be really nice, just as a safety measure. But the last sort of training spot that I see a lot of people use is going to be over here. Like I said, the islands have a decent amount. I just tend to use the ones on the main island a little bit more because that's where everything usually is. But part of the fun of playing this game is kind of experimenting and seeing what you like and seeing what's fun for you. And we have enough salvage for that mutant injection now, which is awesome. Let's see what's in this crate. Oh my goodness, a legendary tool. I'm gonna apply that to my knife. That is awesome. Now, like I said, I haven't done this training strategy yet, so forgive me if it's just horrible, but I just see people going back and forth between here. But then again, I see them using the Mustang and Sally's with this strategy, so it might just be this has fast spawns and I like being here sort of thing. But there is a decent amount of land here to work with. You can kind of coast around here. I see people kind of just sliding through the water all the time. It's not too bad. Oh, look at that. We got a nice little horde here. And just like that, that's a round 30 mangler done in an instant. And especially, I guess this is a good example of camel grinding. If you're going for rapid kills and you think you're at too high of a round here, but you want to play Terminus, take a look at that. Using that wonder weapon, really nice. And then you start getting into like super sprinter territory. You can kind of just whip this out. You can kind of just stun them where they're at, slow them down. I actually really like this training spot. Like this is so cool. You're on an island. You've got this beautiful scenery right here. This is really fun. And there we have Mystic Gold. Let's go. Who knew this was going to be a camel grind video today? I genuinely think this was only like my second game with the Tonto here. So that makes me really happy. All right, and there we go. Round 30 complete. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and throw a little shock charge down right here just in case. I'm gonna buy myself a mutant injection, and then I am going to initiate an exfil, and I am going to run down over here. Very cool. And swimming up to here, we have the boat little ether portal right here, which is so cool. And the exfil is gonna be right here if it's above round 16. I think if it's round 16, it's up there somewhere. I think it's near where we were first training. But this is also a lot of people seem to like this as a high round training spot too. I don't know how I feel about it, but it makes for a very fun and intense exfil. Lots of parasites here, lots of zombies. Like I said, you could probably just do the mutant injection. Everyone seems to just love the mutant injection for these exfils. I mean, I do too. It's easy mode. But there's a little bit of an ego in me that really likes it when I could just do it with my regular weapon. And I think a lot of it is just these parasites just like gnawing at you and just ticking down your damage. But I mean, like we said, we've been doing some work here with the wonder weapon, and it doesn't look like we got the amalgam here. We are low on ammo, unfortunately, so let's go ahead and do a dark flare here, and then we'll have to finish them all off with the beam smasher. There we go, there we go. Shock charge beam smasher takes care of them. Almost there, almost there. Go, go, go. One more. Nice. Oh, so close. There we go, there we go. Just in the nick of time. We got a gold gun. We got the wonder weapon. If you're looking to play Terminus, if you're looking to do the Easter egg, camo grind, or just have a little bit of fun, hopefully this guide taught you something and gave you a little bit more confidence. But I would be lying if I said that was all Terminus had to offer. There are tons, dozens and dozens of more side quests and Easter eggs that you can do. And if you want to take a look at, well, most of them, be sure to check out this video and stay beautiful.